Okay, welcome everyone. Today we are joined by the remarkable. I'm very happy to welcome the remarkable runner-up negotiating pair of Samahar 2025, Ashpinder Kaur and Rimjim Keda. I hope I have pronounced your names correctly. Who stood out with their insight, strategy, and synergy at the prestigious mediation competition organized by the Neve Foundation. In this conversation, we'll delve into the journey, the preparation, the breakthroughs, and the moments that shape their path to the finals. Let's uncover that it truly takes to emerge as a powerful negotiating duo in a field that blends empathy, precision, and resolve. Okay. Before we delve deeper into the conversation, I'd like to pass it over to Ashpinder Kaur to introduce yourself in few words and then to Rimjin. Over to you, Ashpinder.
Hello everyone. Thank you, ma'am, for this interview. So I am Ashpander and I'm a fourth year student at HPNLU, and this competition was truly a remarkable journey. Like, this competition was too much for us in terms of learning the mediation course throughout all the rounds. So now I would like Rimjim to introduce the same.
So, hello everyone, I'm Dimjim Kheda, and thank you, ma'am, for providing us with this opportunity. And we'd like to congratulate on the successful completion of the event. I am also a fourth year student at HPNLU, and I am pursuing BBA LLB here. And of course, the competition was such a remarkable journey, and thank you for the opportunity.
Great. Great to know. So, with that, let's get into the conversation of getting actually the runner-up of the competition. So, the first question is what inspired you to participate in this mediation competition as a negotiating pair?
I think firstly the proposition, because all the rounds were based on matrimonial laws, so it was a very interesting prop for us, because usually we see that all the mediation and negotiations are based on companies or on the contractual terms, but this was very interesting that something is based upon matrimonial laws. So this was one of the most inspiring thing that, like, we thought that we want to get into this competition.
Nice. Rimjim?
Yes. As Ashpinder said, it was quite a niche segment which this particular competition targeted, and it was set apart to us because matrimonial laws is something which is not very much discussed about in the field of mediation and all. And as far as our peer go, we do have synergy amongst us so that we can cooperate and coordinate. We know exactly when to pass mic to the other one, so that made us participate together in the competition.
Great. Great to know that there was uniqueness in the competition and that it inspired you to take part. And how did you prepare as a negotiating pair? What strategies or rituals that helped you to align with the goals?
So usually
Ashwin.
we would start preparing by discussing over the proposition as to what are the interests of the parties, and not just discussing about our and also discussing about the counter arguments and stuff. So majorly we won't jot things up or we won't cram things up. We would just discuss the offers and analyze the arguments and the offers, and then we would go along and decide it on the basis of spontaneity only.
Like, it was
Yeah,
more based upon the interest of both the parties, like what is the major interest in the requesting and the responding.
Right.
So accordingly, we would prepare the arguments from both the sides. Like, one of us would become a requesting and the other would be responding, so that we can prepare and we can think the arguments in that way.
nice. This question is again to both of you, and Ashpinder and Rimjim can go second. Do you have prior experience in negotiation competition, or is this your first time?
Like, we do have certain experience, like in our college also we do have intra mediation competitions, and other than that, like, we have participated in other competitions also, but this was the first competition which was based upon matrimonial laws, like wherein we both engaged in matrimonial laws for the mediation specific.
Okay.
Yeah, same goes for me. I have also participated in mediation and arbitration competitions prior to this, and that helped along through the journey.
Are you the same pair throughout, or you guys are paired with other different people during your older experience? I'm asking.
Yeah, we do
Oh,
were paired with different persons also.
Different
yeah.
person. This in order to get the rapport, because it will be, it will give a clarity to the audience who are watching that is it necessary that you have to pair with the same person same person continuously to go to the winning, or not necessary, it can be paired with anybody. So your ideas on that, Rimjim?
I would say that keeping the pair constant does bring some sort of synergy between the client and the council. But I won't say there's like a mandatory rule or something for that. For us, for example, what worked was we participated differently towards the first time, and then we learned on our own. And then when we came together, we were already thoda experienced pairs. So that helped a lot. So there is no strict rule or something like that that the pair should be same. It is more upon the coordination upon both the parties.
Nice. Okay, next is there any particular tough round or scenario that tested your skills in any of the rounds? It may be not specific to finals, any rounds. Ashpinder?
I guess finals was the only round that was the toughest because like when you go into mediation and the other party is not accepting like or not agreeing to even to a single term, and then you go to caucus and that caucus is also not like successful in making the party make the point. So that is like one of the toughest thing when you're not able to express or when you're not able to get the point which the other party is saying, and you both are constantly sticking to the same and there is like no result of the same.
Nice. And yeah, because finals is the deciding, and you always have that pressure of, of winning, losing, or everything will be there in your head running up. So that pace of maintaining grounds and not losing your balance is very important, especially during the uh, finals, especially. It's good. And one more question, and we'll be winding up soon. Uh, what feedback or moment shifted your perspective most deeply? Because you had opportunities with the coaches, sorry, the judges who came in. So, is there any particular feedback that helped you? Rimjim?
I would not point out to any particular feedback, although it was more of a build-up from preliminary round towards the final round. So each round was just a room to how the parties are. And then in rebuttals, we'll do some shape-shifting and some strategies we'll apply in rebuttals, and that would bring us a comeback. So with respect to judges, they did compliment us on the acting part of it and the coordination between both of us. And one of the specific comments which hit us as a judge was that we spoke the law wrong somewhere. So they pointed us out that it is not only about the offers and the argumentations, one should also be confirm on the law part of it, and that shouldn't be wrong. So that was one point which I think would be specific about this journey.
Okay, I think Rimjim, your internet is fluctuating, and I find it little bit lag when you're communicating. So if you can turn off your camera if you want, so that your voice will be clear.
Right, just a second.
Okay. Next
Is
is
it clear now?
1 second. Yes, it's better. Next
All
is
right.
to Ashpinder. Um, what are you most what are you most proud of from this journey? Like, what is your take back? And you can say proudly say thank you that I took part, and I'm proud of this factor that. Do you?
I guess, like, firstly, I'm proud of the way, like, me and Remjim, the way we both coordinated. And of course, we are more proud that how we used caucus as a means to, like, settle the dispute in our own interest area. Because caucus is something which can lead the mediation in the right way or it can distort the mediation. So the takeaway from this mediation would be to use caucus in the right way. And, like, of course, like, we do see in reality that in matrimonial disputes, mediation is something which is seen as that it will not be successful, or it will be just the arguments that each party is, saying and saying and saying and nobody's listening. But I feel that if mediation is done in a correct way in matrimonial laws also, like the tortoise is used in the right manner, I guess it would be fruitful for the same.
Nice. Very nice. Uh, Rimjim, next question. Like this question is again to both of you. I'll start with Rimjim, the next question. What is one feedback or one message that you want to give the students who are preparing as negotiating pairs in the future competitions? Rimjim, you can
All
go
right.
first.
Right, right. So one thing that I would want all of the future negotiating pairs to keep in mind is that it is not usually about who gets the more stage presence or who gets the more speaking time. So there should be a coherent distribution of time and the speaking between both of you. So it is not about who is outperforming who. It is rather more about how do you coordinate with each other. And one should not over prepare for mediation. Yes, you need to analyze the arguments. Yes, you need to analyze the offers well, but you should not cram up things. This should be more of based upon spontaneity and presence of mind in the round and not prior to it. So I think one shouldn't put too much thought into it. That would be my advice.
Okay. Thank you, Rimjim, for this. And definitely the students will find it very informative. Ashpinder, your views.
Firstly, we need to approach the mediation in a open way. Like we do not need to stick to one area or like to that we need this, we need this. We need to have a collaborative and an open approach. Along with this, I feel that as a counsel, since I was counsel in the competition, I feel that the proposals should be unique and should be practical, like more of practical. Because instead of giving those proposals which are not life, which are not possible, so I think the proposal should be practical enough to implement in the real life.
Okay. Very nice, very informative inputs from both of you. And also being in law school, so both of you, this is also a question to both of you. How important you feel that mediation and negotiation as a subject to law students and as a career for a law student? Rimjim.
Alright. So I believe that mediation is truly one of the most important subjects in a law school journey because as we are law students, we have been to courts and we see that litigation is actually costly and a very time-taking affair. So I guess mediation is growing along also as a subject and it has a lot of potential in it as a field also. So I think for real life practical experiences as well as for law purposes, mediation is important for both of it.
Ashpinder?
As a law student, when we like start our internships also, we see that there are of course court proceedings going on, but there are mediation and negotiation settlements going on the otherwise. We can see the difference between these two, that how easily the mediation goes and how the interest of the parties are protected and how it goes in a timely manner, which the court proceedings does not go. So I guess to save the time and to save the money, I guess mediation and negotiation are the coming future of the law students.
Yeah. So as we to the audience, as we heard from the students themselves, Ashpinder and Rimjim, that the importance of mediation is growing day by day. And our generation, the senior people who are in mediation knows the value of mediation, or also the younger generation who are learning law, they also know the value of mediation is the future. So keeping that in mind, uh, we provide an opportunity to train you as mediator. YCM provides IMI certified mediation training. The registrations are live and we are open. The course is beginning from 25th of October and it is for the next weekends. After the Diwali weekends, we are starting the course so that your Diwali won't mess up. So if you want, you will find the details in the caption where the link is posted. So if you want, you can go through the brochure, the website, and you can start your mediation journey now. So yeah, with that, we are moving to the final part and the interesting part, which is rapid fire. The first five questions, I'll take it this way. First five questions I've finished with Rimjim, and the next five I'll take it with Ashpinder so that we won't mix up. So Okay, just one word answers, no lengthy answers. Fine, let's see how rapid fire is going on. Uh, okay, first to uh, Rim Jim. Okay, opening pitch or final rebuttal?
Final rebuttal.
Empathy led dialogue or logic driven strategy?
Logic driven strategies always.
Private caucus or joint session?
Joint sessions.
Legal lens or psychological insight?
Psychological insights.
Prep with case law or prep with role play?
Prep with case laws.
Super. And it was a quick rapid fire. You just said the answer based on your experience. I can get it. Superb. Now, Ashwinder, your turn. Okay. Silent pause or clarifying question?
Clarifying question.
Sorry?
Clarifying question.
Clarifying question. Okay. A little bit louder, Ashwinder. Okay.
Sure.
Okay. Structured script or intuitive flow?
I guess I would go with the structured script. Structured
Okay.
script.
Winning the round or winning the rapport?
Winning the round.
Celebrate with teammate or reflect solo?
Celebrate with the team.
Celebrate with it. Coffee fueled prep or chai powdered brainstorm?
Coffee prepped.
Okay, I guess you're a coffee person. Yes, with
Yes.
that, we are ending this beautiful conversation with Ashwinder and Rimjim. Even it was very insightful for me to learn the experience, the preparation level, and what went inside to emerge as runner-up is definitely helpful for all the audience who wants to prepare this. This is definitely going to help them in future. Again, once again, thank you, Ashpinder and Niranjan, for your time. All the best for your future. Let's see as a future negotiator and mediator in other interview as a winning pair. All the best.
Thank
Thank
you.
you